Hey guys, welcome back to a cinematic mic review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix film Bright, starring Will Smith and Joel Egerton. I actually just finished watching it. So, this is a film that you can look at it and say this thing's pretty weird and kind of stupid, or you can actually come out of it saying this was actually fucking cool. I actually enjoyed the movie, to be honest with you. It looked weird. It was kind of odd. I knew it was gonna be like the whole fairy tale land and like LA and all that, but I actually enjoyed it. I remember reading that David Ayer will be directing a new film set in LA and that it would have to be about cops. The thing that threw me off a bit was when I read that it had to do with the land of orcs, elves, and fairies. That's kind of what threw me off a bit. It kind of made me feel kind of weird because David Ayer doesn't really do those type of movies, but I do know he does LA movies and cop movies. But then with the whole fairy thing and all that, I really didn't know. When I saw the trailer looked good. It looked like a great cop movie. It had that whole LA street grit to it, which I love David Ayer to do all the time. The trailer kind of made me feel like it was kind of a maybe. I kind of felt like it was possible that I might go into this movie and not like it at all. Because when I saw Joe Egerton's face, all like orc and all that, then I saw that there was a fairy. Then I saw this sword and I think it was Will Smith's hand, and it made it look all like really like actual like fantasy stuff. And I was like, I don't know, it was kind of looked kind of odd, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. So I just kind of let it go. I didn't really pay attention much to it. I was just letting it happen. But as the time came sooner and sooner, I was actually getting interested into watching it. And obviously, it came out this weekend, which I think it came out yesterday. I just finished watching it today. I think the film is actually pretty good. I know the critics, I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 30 or something. To be honest with you, I'm one of those guys that one of my friends always says that I always side with the critics. Not on this one. This one, I'm with everyone else. I actually really enjoyed the movie. They have a lot of great actors in here. They have Will Smith, they have Joe Egerton, they have Nomi Rapace, they have what's his name, Edgar Ramirez, they have Jay Hernandez. These are all like cool, great actors and actresses, which was pretty cool to see them. I really didn't recognize Edgar Ramirez as the Alf. I was kind of tripping out when I found out later on that this was Edgar Ramirez. I actually thought it was just some kind of random actor that they chose to play the Alf. He looks so kind of weird in the film as an Alf. Um, but yeah, the film kind of has a whole theme of the injustice in our society, and has to deal with like stereotypes and all. With especially with Joel Egerton's character who plays an orc. So the story is about Will Smith who plays Officer Ward. He gets put. His partner ends up becoming the orc, who's Joel Egerton. They live in a world where I think there's a war between like orcs and something else. I forgot. But the orcs kind of live like they're kind of like the what would you say, the ghetto side, the kind of more poor class, and they actually like kind of are a brotherhood. And for some reason, I what was the reason I forgot? Joe Egerton's character is not. They don't see Joe Egerton as one of them. I think it's also because he becomes a cop, and they feel like he's a traitor. I think they end up saying in an interview that he has nothing to do with them anymore. He's a traitor or whatever. And it feels like Joe Egerton actually wants to be part of, like, he knows he's an orc and he would love to be part of the family of the orc, but he also wants to be a good person and he wants to be a cop, which is what he is. And on the human side, the cops do not like the orcs. So Will Smith kind of doesn't really feel like he wants to deal with being partners with an orc either. He tries to ask his boss to switch him to another vehicle with someone else. There's Will Smith's partners are trying to tell him to like frame, like to blame something on Joe Egerton's character, which is Jacoby, I think Jacoby, Nick Jacoby. Nick Jacoby, which they want him to blame him for something so he could get out of the force because they don't want an orc in the force. They feel like he would be a traitor, some stuff like that. When I saw the trailer, I knew it was gonna be kind of funny. I didn't think it was gonna be too funny. To be honest, I was laughing throughout the whole movie the whole time. Mostly, it was actually funny. And usually, when it's like action movies, all that, I don't really like the humor, but the humor fit right in this film, and especially from Joe Egerton's character. I really was laughing at him because I love the chemistry that Jacoby and Officer Ward have together, Will Smith and Joe Egerton have together, and the way Jacoby is trying to like actually fit into like the human society. He's trying to make all these jokes that are he sees that humans do and all that. He's just really trying to fit in, and Will Smith just looking at him like, what the hell's going on with this guy? Like this guy's like weird or something like. But it was just funny. Um, Will Smith's in here. He's Will Smith. He's entertaining in some movies. Some movies he can probably let us down. But in this movie, he was good. But the thing is, the character that I was really interested in this film, my eyes were on, was more of Joe Egerton's character, Jacoby. Because when you start off, you kind of feel like you kind of feel bad for them because he's really like you see that he's trying to like be all happy. He goes to pick up his partner Will Smith. Will Smith kind of tells him that he kind of makes him feel kind of like he's not wanted. But Jacoby just keeps on going, even when they're at their at their what do you call it at their meeting or whatever before they take off. I forgot what you call it. Before they take off, it's kind of like the outcast there, and the humans actually make fun of him. They talk smack on him, and this movie actually made me feel for him. I actually really felt bad when they were like teasing him and everything, and you kind of see how there's injustice in there. Like I said, kind of has to do with the injustice of our society. It's kind of like a bullying type of way. Kind of the difference between races. It's like, I mean, obviously this is a fantasy world, so it's between the humans, the orcs, and the elves, and they're kind of their own thing, but they're still kind of that stereotype thing, which I even think at the beginning of the film, Ward's daughter actually tells him something about that. She heard that orcs are dumb and all of that, but I think Ward tells her that not just because of someone's different doesn't mean they're dumb or anything. She's really adorable. I think she says something when they officer when Jacoby meets goes to pick up Ward, and I think she says something to be nice to him or something. I forgot what she says, but she was really sweet about it. Yeah, I like the opening. The opening starts off with music by I think Rag and Bone, which was a really good song. I forgot the name of the song. Something people. I forgot the name of the song. It's a really good song, but the opening is cool because it opens up like kind of the way LA is with all this graffiti on it, the street and all that. The graffiti kind of resembles the orgs. They're kind of like the way the graffiti is like right now about like history and all that. There's graffiti about the Brotherhood of Orcs. There's graffiti of what do you call this? The villain in here. Man, I forgot the villain's name. Forgot the villain's name. I'll probably try to get back to you on that one. I can't believe I forgot the villain's name. He was like all over my head. King something. King. Damn, I really forgot the name of that villain. But yeah, some king which doesn't appear in the movie, but they're trying to bring back. I think Nomi Rapace's character. Nomi Rapace, who plays the villain. I think her name's Layla. She's trying to actually get there's a wand that Jacoby and Ward find in the house, and the wand has like special powers. It can do like almost whatever. It's like it's a magic wand. So if someone sees that wand, they might want to take it so they can have power. Just like Ward's fellow officers, his partners, his associates end up looking at it, and when he's trying to get help, they all just end up turning on him and telling him like they're gonna plan this all out and take the wand so they can benefit off of it. The only thing is, the only people who can carry a wand is people who are labeled bright. they're able to grab the wand and they won't explode. So yeah, most people who try to touch that wand end up splattering. So yeah, I love the opening. I love the cinematography in this film. The cinematography, I think, is same people that have worked with David Ayer before, because I could see the color of it. It reminded me of Training Day and The Watch. The movie really reminded me of both Training Day and The Watch, not just because of the cinematography, but because of the way it was. You could probably say a little bit like Street Kings too, which those are all my favorite movies. I love David Ayer as a director. I love him as a writer. I loved Training Day. I love Street Kings. I know some of you might not like it. I love Fury. Pretty sure I'm missing like two more, which I probably own, and I can't think of it right away. The one thing I did not like and I was excited for was Suicide Squad. That was a big disappointment to me. But you know what? I know, being a fan of David Ayer, his directing and his writing, I let that one kind of be like a pass, because I know that he's a good writer director, and I was just thinking this was just like something that he probably should have not done, or I don't know what happened. But I really was disappointed in Suicide Squad, especially because I was excited because he was going to direct it and write it. And when I went to go see it, I was actually really disappointed. It was the first time I was actually disappointed in David Ayer. But I did tell people that I still believe in him, and it's probably not the thing, but I'm pretty sure if he does other stuff, he'll come back with something good. Yeah, I was a little skeptical about this film, but I ended up watching it because I loved how it looked. It kind of grabbed my attention. You know, something different. I was like, all right, let me check it out. How he's gonna make this fantasy world and this like present like world like mixed together in LA and try to make it fit. Um, and I tried it out, and even I saw the reviews like before too, also, and I knew it got like really bad reviews. And but I still gave it a shot, and I sat down, I put it on, and I had a hell of a time watching it. It was a great film. Like I said, I love the characters of Jacoby and Ward together, Joel Egerton and Will Smith together. I would love to see more of them. I heard that they're making Bright number two, supposedly right now. That's what I heard or read. Um, this is I would love to see those two again. Like, you know, those two characters again. They're really enjoyable to watch. They weren't bad. I think Joe Egerton was cool. I love that Joe Egerton's like makeup wasn't too like over the top. I mean, I could notice that it was Joe Egerton's. Only his nose was kind of fixed up. But I love that they didn't like overdo him like the other ones are overdone, and I love that. I like how they made the orcs like these tough hood kind of people. They made them kind of resemble like certain well, I guess you would say stereotypes of gangs and all that. But I love how they played that off. The elves were not through. Well, the elves were around, but they're more like what would you say? More professionalism to them. They're more I think they're more like upper class type of characters. We didn't see much of the elves. We do see a little bit of the. Well, we do see. Well, yeah, the main character is an elf, but I'm saying we don't see much of the elves as much as we see all the orcs around the streets all the time. That's why. Oh yeah, and then there's like this fairy, which I don't know what it has to do, but it's pretty funny when Will Smith smacks the crap out of one of them, beats the shit out of it. But yeah, the elves. Like I said, Edgar Ramirez. I did not recognize him at all. With that wig and that those ears and all that, I didn't know it was Edgar Ramirez. I love that they put Jay Hernandez for a little bit of it. That was pretty cool. Nomi Rapace playing the villain. She's always cool to watch. I always love Nomi Rapace. I don't know who the girl was that played Tika. I believe the good elf. I don't know who that was. The action in this film was really cool. You know, you see a lot of gunfights. You see a lot of just physical fighting. You see explosions. Um, there's a scene that I really like the scene where actually where it gets serious, Will Smith's character is getting set up by already by the his partners, his fellow cops, associates, that they're already setting him up to like betray him because they want the wand. There's one scene that was kind of threw me off a bit because they play a song. It's the scene where Will Smith actually ends up killing those cops that were gonna try to kill him and Jacoby. But still, World Gone Mad starts playing. I was kind of weirded out a bit that they put that song on there, but then I was kind of it was cool because of the lyrics. It kind of goes with the scene that they're doing. But I think it would have gone more better if Jacoby was also with Ward shooting back at them. That would have been awesome. So it would play off more cooler that way, I think, instead of just having Will Smith doing it. Like this fantasy world is so like it's weird to actually like this movie. I'm kind of surprised myself. I know most of you probably hate the movie or think it's really stupid. I'm pretty sure I'd probably show a friend or a family member this movie. They look at me like, "The fuck? You really enjoy this shit?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, I actually do. I really liked it. I'm glad that David Ayer made this film." Like I said, I love the LA street grit to it. I love that he threw this fantasy element into it and made this whole new world. Like you actually can feel it. Like it feels like it's real. Um, and that's what I loved about it because it got me sucked in. It didn't feel like it was like, no, this doesn't make sense. This can't go with that. Like, he actually made it work. It was awesome. It was awesome. I love what else is in here that I enjoyed? Just the comedy was really awesome. I can't get over the comedy because it was just freaking funny every time that Joe Egerton would say something and Will Smith would go with them. I especially like one scene where Will Smith tells Jacoby to keep his mouth shut, and then he can't keep his mouth shut, and he says like this whole story. But Will Smith was trying to like tell him to like not say the story for because he knew what was going to happen and it's better if he doesn't say the true story. He knew what other people were going to want to hear, so that was funny. But yeah, I think mostly, I don't know, I think Joe Egerton is more like the takeaway from this film, you know. And I love seeing his performance in here as an orc. I love Joe Egerton. You watch him in the Warrior, which is a great film. um, Where else did I see him? Well, he's a funny guy, and I'm Smoking Aces, but I'm not sure if you'll recognize him. He's the the European guy. So have you seen Smoking Aces? He's the European guy. That's I think Buddy Ace's uh, kind of bodyguard. I think. I love the song that they made for the movie. I think it's called Home with the ex ambassadors and Machine Gun Kelly, I believe. It plays during the end credits, and I think it's in one of the trailers or two of the trailers. I really enjoyed the song. It's a really good song. I love the lyrics to it. So that's my review on Netflix's Bright, which you can check out right now on Netflix. So far, I can't think of anything else. If it comes back to me, maybe I'll mention it on another video. But that's all that came to my head. I think my mind kind of went blank there for a bit. But yeah, I actually do recommend this film if you're a David Ayer fan or if you like the LA type grit movies, you love buddy cop action movies. I really recommend this movie to see. At least just give it a shot. You know, if you get tired of it, you don't feel it, just turn it off. Just give it a shot, and you might actually enjoy it, which I did. I'm feeling like I might actually watch it again. So yeah. So next time when I do another review, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching again. Cinematic Mike. Please, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, please. Thank you.